Hello, everybody. Welcome. My name is JJ Abbink. I'm reporting for GGA Sports Studio. Welcome to WrestleMania week, everybody. Um, it's day two, and another podcast. Today we have, of course, a little bit news. We have a little bit what's going on in the world of around and on the highway towards WrestleMania. Well, here we go. Of course, we saw last night on Raw. There's a match been added for the some sort of women tag team turmoil match, and there's will be added Naomi and Lana versus Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose versus the Riot Squad versus Talia and Tamina. Now, the winner of that tag team turmoil match will go on tonight too, and will face then Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler for the women's tag team championships. Well, that's been added, and then there's also a change on the card. Bad Bunny will now tag team up with Damian Priest versus The Miz and John Morrison. Now we know that John Morrison is reported injured, um, but I can understand this. I think it would be a really strange match because, with all due respect, I don't think that Bunny has so much wrestling experience. So Damian Priest, who can then carry the match, he will also get a good rub from it, and because we all can figure out that somehow the team from Bad Bunny will win this match because it has to do with mainstream media attentionships. I always call that like that, because they give a good rock for WrestleMania, scores more money, and we should never forget WWE is still a commercial company. They want to make money. Um, and of course, John Morrison and The Miz. Now, I think what we're going to get mostly in the match is the Miz versus Damian Priest. That is mostly. Both are healthy, are cleared. John Morrison is apparently injured. Um, Maybe he can do some moves, but yeah. And Bad Bunny, he will come in. He probably will get a cover for somehow. But enough said of that. That is for the prediction night. That is in 2 days' time. Then I will give my predictions for night one, and on Friday I will do night two. So we have two prediction videos, people, for first time in the history of GGA Sports Studio. All right. Being that said, we're going to talk about today the WWE Championship match. Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre. Now, in my feeling, this match is more actually created for, to give that pop, to give that good feeling for Drew McIntyre. I mean, last year, he set the world on fire when he eliminated Brock Lesnar, and when it was WrestleMania time, we didn't have any audience. But there's so much change, people. There's so much change. We have to be a little bit careful because it can easily be that today Bobby Lashley is going to get the big pop, and Drew McIntyre is, and not. I don't think they're going too much rebellion like on WWE. I don't think so, but there is a chance for it, and we have to keep in mind for that. Bobby Lashley also just got the title, and I still want to see one day Brock versus Bobby Lashley. Now, that match you could do for SummerSlam. But yeah, Brock, you can also pair up with Roman Reigns because of Paul Heyman, the situation. If somehow, and then you can make a story to actually to get Roman actually back towards being a babyface. That being said, it is all long words, all long, you know what I mean, and so that's long time planning. But those are things you actually can do who really make sense at this moment. Now, being that said, is the WWE Championship match. What we're going to get. Rumor is we're going to get this match is going to open WrestleMania, people. Being that said, I think we're going to get I think we're going to get a good match out of these two. I think they are both really good of delivering. Bobby Lashley has the experience, same as Drew. I think there will be a lot of. It's a good match actually to open the show. Also, let this match just open the show with it. I know it should be a main event. I am aware, but it would make more sense. You get the audience all hyped up. You have the thing going. So the first match of WrestleMania. I'm not talking about the kickoff match, people. Don't get me wrong, okay? But the first match, so the opener, the curtain jerker, as that well is called in technical terms. And I think it will give an electric spark through the stadium if we get this out and with Drew coming up with his sword and put it in the ground, explosions will go off, the whole 9 yards. And then Bobby Lashley comes out with his. I like the new entrance, by the way, people, from Bobby Lashley. Don't get me wrong. I think it's amazing what they've done with his entrance. Great job, WWE. And then you got a great, really slobber knocker of a match, as JR would say. I think it's going to be you're not going to get a technical match out of this. This is pure brawling, hardcore wrestling, you name it all. They have firepower behind this, all kind of. But technical wrestling, forget about it. But it's going to be a great match anyway. And then I think we are going to see that actually these are two wrestlers who can also carry WWE in the company. They can grow. And I am actually very confident about these two, with Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley. They have a great future. And maybe one day they will close a WrestleMania. I think it is a possibility, to be quite honest. Not this WrestleMania, maybe in the future. I mean, I'm already been always a great fan of Drew McIntyre. I think he's a phenomenal pro wrestler. It was a little bit a shame how he got released, but that also, that is the funny part with Drew, right? He was maybe released, right? But it was only for the better. He improved. He went back to the Indies. He started to improve himself, and he came back stronger than ever. And that's the thing. And I think if you look at Drew today, he is a pure classified main eventer. Trust me. I think he can easily carry the company as he did through the pandemic. I mean, he did it phenomenal. I have only but words of praise for him, that how he did it through the pandemic without any audience, because I can understand that will be hard, Yeah, I can understand that. I would not be shocked actually if Drew come from his wrestling match on the Monday Night Raw and has the question, did I actually stand and deliver? That's Daddy Steve, but did I deliver on the mat? Because if you do a wrestling match with audience, you can figure it out. It's not that difficult. It's easy to figure out, to hear on the audience, okay, I delivered. You know what I mean? But now you have to do it more or less without cheering. Yes, we do hear cheering on the but it's different. the um, it's a feel you have, people. I can remember in my time from judo that you, if you're standing and doing a match, you can feel what the people are wanting or demanding from you. And you have, trust me, you have evenings that you screw up like a lot, but there's also evenings that you know, okay, I'm doing a good job. And I think Drew has done that. If I'm being my opinion, I don't know what you guys think. And put in the comments, what do you think actually? Has Drew delivered? What do you think? Is he the guy who delivered through the pandemic? I think so. I think he really took the company on his back. And in that matter, Roman Reigns, what we're talking about tomorrow, yeah, he did deliver as a heel. So, but I'm talking pure babyface now. If I'm going to judge on this match, if I'm going to think if I know what these guys can do, you look easily to a 4-star match. That I really believe that we're going to get a great WrestleMania match. It is just if it can deliver. It is for these guys. You have to also understand it's the first time being back with an audience. If you open the show, is also extra pressure for these guys, and you. So it's not that easy to say. You know what I mean? And of course you have a plan, and it's a certain way booked. Don't get me wrong, but there's always this extra tension along. And that we have to remember, people. And sometimes we forget about that, because we think, well, this is booked. But we forget about that these are still human beings and have to deliver on the spot. But it's not always that easy. And then you can get easily that it goes wrong. You say, yeah, watch this, watch that. Yes, but they're still human beings, people. But if all goes well, we're going to get a great WWE Championship match. I am convinced of that. I like the story that's been told between Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley. I think also both wrestlers can tell a great story in the ring and outside the ring, of course. Have great promo technique. So I'm all for this match. So, yeah. Who I'm going to win? Well, then I keep a little bit to myself to the prediction video on this coming Thursday. And then I will give my predictions towards WrestleMania to all the light people. And that is directly a little bit sharp. That's better. So being that said, yeah. That's actually I want to keep for today. I know it's not such a long video today, but I'm also not 100% fresh. People have been asking, why have you not been actually so much also on podcast? Well, I explained that a little bit. I am working my ass off with GTA. It's very busy. At the moment, I'm actually injured. I have the other day I was walking and I fell over. I have a double-sized foot. So I'm sitting here on the painkillers. I don't have my day today, so my apologies. But I thought I want to go online at least. So I've been walking a little bit earlier today. I felt great, and at the moment it's just throbbing and it does not feel well. But being that said, yeah, I'm excited for this match. If you ask me, come back to the match of Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre, I'm excited. And I don't know about you. Let me know what you think about the match. What we're going to get. What do you think we're going to get for a match in the comments? And if you are excited for this match. All right. Thank you for tuning in. My name is JJ Abbink. I'm reporting for GTA Sports Studio. Take care. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/GJ Sports Studio. We're on Twitter on @GJ Sports Studio. Here, don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel on youtube.com/GJ LiveTube. And we are also on Tumblr, GJ Sports Studio. Tumblr.com or on Pinterest, pinterest.com/GJ Sports, GJ LiveTube. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you for listening to me, my opinion about the WWE Championship match. Take care. I'll see you tomorrow with day 3. We're going to talk about the Universal Championship match, the triple threat between Daniel Bryan versus Edge versus Roman Reigns. Take care and see you then. Ciao.